Throughout the history of humankind, there have been many wars. If Canada were to be drawn into a war today, a lot of lives would be negatively impacted. Lives of soldiers, friends, families, and all communities. With such a small military force, Canada would need an advantage in order to win a war. Perhaps one of the best decisions our government could make in a war would be to provide our few soldiers with crystal meth. Crystal meth would improve our military by increasing the effectiveness of our soldiers. Soldiers would be at a constant high energy and not have the usual needs to eat, drink, or rest. This worked in World War II when Nazi soldiers were given meth and they took over half of Europe in just 1 week. Another advantage of crystal meth is the post-war effect on soldiers. After traditional wars, many soldiers die, and those who don't may suffer PTSD, have depression, have physical injuries, and may become suicidal. If soldiers had meth, however, mental effects would be lessened due to the mind-altering nature of meth, and physical injuries would be also lessened due to the increased effectiveness of our soldiers. The only downside to this, however, is the potential increase in meth addictions post-war. But in contrast to being dead, injured, depressed, or suicidal, dealing with a meth addiction isn't that bad. The final reason meth is a good idea is that using such a tactic would create fear in an enemy. As meth was a Nazi tactic, enemies may fear that their fates would be similar to the ones of Germany's enemies in World War II. As I don't need to explain, Nazis were, and still are, greatly feared. There will likely be many countries willing to surrender in order to make sure the events of World War II don't repeat themselves. Increased effectiveness in war, improved post-war life, and the greater chance for a quick surrender are all reasons that, in the event of a war, Canada should provide our military with meth.